An update now to an ever-evolving story regarding a local meat processing plant. The City County Public Health District is now urging families of employees at STX Beef Company to get tested for COVID-19. This after 31 employees in total have tested positive for the virus. 600 employees at the meat processing plant were tested overall. The majority of those results are expected by the end of the week. During today's news briefing, Nueces County Judge Barbara Canal is saying, like with all things, remaining proactive is going to be key here.
Now, we know we track hurricanes and we can't stop them, but we can be prepared for their arrival. And this is really no different than today. And so it is with the emergence of COVID-19 outbreak in one of our meatpacking plants, STX Beef. We prepared for this day. And because we prepare in advance, our response has helped us work through this.
Employees who have tested positive have been asked to self-isolate for 14 days. They will not be allowed back into the plant until cleared. And the City County Health District says voluntary testing for family members of STX Beef employees will be this Thursday. You just need to call the number on your screen, 361-414-6700, or visit our website, KIITV.com, for more information.